running rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest.
It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Minnesota Vikings. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed, because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Nwangu going to get it on the counter, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Field, black.
Here's Lance. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now it's 2nd and 6. The Lance going to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Ready.
To throw, it's Lance. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
So that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football. Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
2nd and 9.
63.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Throwing is Hurts. Throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual. this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 36. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Drill 52.
Back to Nwangu again on 1st down. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Lance now on 1st down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Hassan Reddick showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Red, cycle. 6, mega. Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Lance. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. But a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Once again, it's Swift. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. Being chased out left. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Okay, right.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion goes the tight end. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 50 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Ready?
Throwing on first down is Lance. Flushed out right. He's got it with the 15. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kene Nwangu, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Deeker. And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down?
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ballgame, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Let's go. Go set.
The Lance now to throw. That is caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. In motion right, Campbell. Lance to throw on second down here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Come on, set.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Lance to throw it. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Well, the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Set, ready. 52 blaster. Let's go, charge. Set, cut.
Up the middle, Nwangu. 83 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, They really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Right back to Swift again on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, easy, 63.
They go play action with Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
2nd down, here's Hurts. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
Down. 22 middle. Ready?
From midfield, here's Lance. He lets one go deep for Addison. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Now Lance. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the give is Nwangu. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Shotgun now for Lance. And this is going to be intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And now here's another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Handoff right side, Nwangu. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full play ball no matter who's on the field.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. And we didn't even get a chance to... For that drive, a quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Lance. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Campbell. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Lance. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Ready. Slide through. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Drops this off with DeWangu. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now a 2nd and 2.
Smash, Brett, on the ball.
The Lance going to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Nakobe Dean, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line.
Red, yellow. Set, cut.
The Lance now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Down.
2nd and 10.
Set, cut.
Lance looking to throw it. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Lance looks to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. This short throw caught by Goddard. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Off play action. Shipley. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Got it. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught by Addison. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Ready up. Ready.
Now a give running right, Nwangu. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up. On second down, here's Nwangu. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.